Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? So, y'all, I'm serious. I don't really understand why this one right here isn't really like still circulating the news waves, like why more people aren't really like talking about it. But apparently this Harvard professor, world-renowned scientist, some nigga named Charles Lieber, 60-year-old guy over at, like I said, Harvard. He's the chair of some shit or another. Doesn't really matter. He was arrested along with two Chinese nationals, basically on fraud and conspiracy charges. So let me break it down a little bit. All right, so he himself, he was actually not only employed by Harvard, y'all see, he was actually also employed by the Wuhan University of Technology, or WuTech, which is similar or close to Wu-Tang. Had to. But anyway, so he was secretly employed by them, and he was also secretly employed by Thousand Talents Program, which is China's recruiting offices that are basically tasked with trying to find elite scientists to get them to use their research, turn their information over to China for China's economic and scientific developments. So they had no idea. Harvard didn't know that he was part of this and whatnot, so they went to bat for them, for Buddy and stuff like that. Because, like I said, he's esteemed and stuff like that. Ended up that they had to retract some stuff. Had to backtrack. It's like, oh, okay, well, we thought he wasn't part of this. Well, it looks like he is. And he lied basically because if you're getting grants, especially from Department of Defense, which he got at least $15 million worth of grants from them, from NIH and other sources. So if you're getting grants and that type of amount, stuff like that, you have to start disclosing certain types of information. One of those things would probably be if you have any type of involvement or interaction with the foreign government. He did not happen to disclose that information, and they found him on fraud and making fraudulent, fictitious statements and stuff like that. So they got this man for basically lying because he's been getting money, and it appears that he's not necessarily an agent for them, but he is complicit in attempting to help further China's economic. I don't know why I keep saying economic. My bad. Scientific development. All right, so let me talk about the Chinese nationals. All right, so the first one is Yang Ye, and I'm sorry if I didn't say the name right, but whatever. All right, so now she was arrested because she was basically a fraud visa. She lied about her identity, saying that she was a student when truthfully, Shady was in the damn Chinese army. She was in the my bad Communist Party of China. She was basically really in involved, I guess would be the best word, but within Chinese government and stuff like that. And she lied about posing as an American student, and they basically got her on fraudulent visa charges and some other things. And now this other one, now this is the most interesting of the three. All right, so Zhao Song Zhang, he basically was at the airport and he was attempting to leave the country on a trip to China or a flight to China. Not really a trip because Buddy wasn't trying to come back. But basically, he ended up getting caught with 22 vials of chemical substances in a sock in his damn suitcase. You know what I'm saying? Like TSA, they're like, "Hey, cuz, this shit don't look right, bro. Let me see that." And he's like, "Oh shit, I don't know what that is. That's not mine." I'm sure he probably tried to use it. That's not mine line, but nah, they ended up getting him, arresting his ass and stuff like that. He told him that he stole it from the lab that he worked at. He was trying to take it back to China because he, in his words, wanted to claim the discovery of the research and what the conclusions would have been for himself. Narcissistic as hell, I know. Might actually be true. I don't know. But truthfully, what I do know is this is a very intriguing situation because the tensions between the relationship between United States and China right now is very high. There's a lot of tension, and with this coronavirus thing going around, it's like, yo, what the fuck, Like I know y'all didn't purposely make, man made this shit and try to put it out here and try to get people. So I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that there's a connection with this, but what I am saying is that China is doing some very suspect things right now, and I think it's something that maybe people should look into, but but on some real shit though, man. So he was actually released. Charles Lieber. He was released on $1 million cash bail. I don't know who paid for that. I'm pretty sure he has bread like that. But the scientific community apparently has been shocked. They're like, I can't believe he would be part of this, that, and the other. And it just goes to show, like, you just really just don't know somebody, do you?